She's there, in the quiet hours spent in study, in the walks across the campus, in the practices over the season. She's there, in the shape on his necklace, in the butterfly.
The butterfly to me represents hope and happiness. And with Olivia specifically, she was the happiest person.
Growing up outside Atlanta, Norman Hayes excelled at many roles. Student, standout athlete, but most, he was a great big brother, especially in the eyes of his younger sister, Olivia.
She wrote a poem called My Hero, and she said that her hero was Norman, and that he was her hero because he was super smart and that he was super athletic, and everybody liked him.
It touched me and kind of let me know that I was doing the right thing as a big brother.
A year after writing that poem, in August 2008, Olivia was crossing a nearby intersection for her school bus when her father saw a truck approaching.
The vehicle lost control, struck the front of the bus, and then struck Olivia. And she was pinned under the armored truck. I was calling Olivia's name. I was telling her to hang in there, that help was on the way, that I loved her, and just wishing this whole situation could just be reversed instantly.
The family gathered at the hospital. Olivia had suffered profound brain damage in the accident.
I saw something that wasn't Olivia at all. I saw a girl who was suffering, and that warm, uplifting spirit wasn't there at all. It was just the worst sight I could ever see.
And then Norman looked at me and he said, Mom, that's not Olivia in the bed. And it's not fair to her for us to ask her to stay here and live like this.
Less than a week later, Olivia Hayes died. She was 10 years old. Her family chose a symbol to remember her. Her brother chose to honor her in everything he'd do.
Olivia's accident was the point that Norman was like, okay, this is when I've got to work hard. It's not for me anymore, it's for my sister.
That fall, playing for Tucker High in Georgia, Norman and the Tigers honored Olivia with stickers on their helmets and their first state championship. Before his senior season as a starting quarterback and straight-A student, Norman attended a football camp at Harvard. There, he had a fateful meeting.
We had more or less made a decision that we're going to take another guy. And the first thing I ask him is usually the first thing I ask anybody, and that is, tell me a little bit about your family. And he proceeded to tell me about his sister, Olivia. I said, this is a kid we've got to have in our program.
He took a chance on Norman because of his character. And I do believe that we had our butterfly in the room with us.
Intercepted by Norman Hayes.
From starter to ferocious hitter to all-Ivy first teamer. And for this season, one more honor. Hayes was named the 141st captain of the Harvard football team. Under Norman's leadership, the Crimson are trying to complete a perfect season. As the captain takes the field one final time Saturday, he knows she's there.
I make sure before every single practice and every single game, I say, I love you, Olivia. She'll be right here. She'll be right here on Saturday.